Hey, welcome all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy. Be fun, thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning. Sun is up now, so we good. Doing what I do for you. Got a nice lesson for you today. Something from the book. A good lesson for the right thinkers. Or you, solid bar right thinkers. You might not like this, but you know how I do. Let's go. Rightism. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. The message in the story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in to receive them. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. I got you. Right thinking mission. Yeah, I'm on it. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is way of life, and that's what it is. Through mental and spiritual discipline, when daily, will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission, that you do just that. Know thyself. All right thinkers should know thyself. That's the goal of all right thinkers. You come here to get information and knowledge so you can know yourself. That's what I do for you. Let's go. Know thyself is the question. Do you know you? If not, tune in. That's what I do for you. Help you with that. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not are foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A lot of y'all going around. A person who knows not enough of these, who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You can teach them. That's why I do what I do. Is for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know, dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows, but knows not that they know, is asleep spiritually. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself. And to my eye, be true. This is the initiation stage. We're getting initiated. Right now, I'm about to introduce you into the yoga of righteous action. One of my favorites. Why? Watch this. And if you listen to what it says, when I was learning this is just how it happened. And this is the process which you go through. Trust me, that's what I'm trying to take you through it. Hope you understand it. Right thinkers get the point. This is from the temple, especially from the temple of Haru and Edfu. It's the steps into practice of right action yoga. So introducing you into right action. I got four categories right quick. I'm gonna go through, then I'm gonna take you to the lesson right quick. Steps in the practice of right action yoga. One, learn what? Learn ethics and law of cause and effect. Practice right action. Cause and effect is another word for karma. What you do is what you're gonna get back. You reap what you sow. It's universal law. It ain't man. So understand that. And then you got the 42 precepts of Maya to purify what? Your gross impurities. What's impurities? Negative stuff that you need to get rid of. When I was a Mason, we taught you to use your gavel to strip off the superfluities of your life, your impurities, the stuff that you're not good at, bad character traits, Satanian concepts. That's it. Your ego, you need to control it. Why? It's bad traits. It's not good. And control what? Your body, physical fitness, a must, and your speech, Makadu, the truth from the heart, and your thoughts. Positive thinking is right thinking. If you're thinking good, I got no problem. That's perfect. I never put myself down. You, your own person. And if you put yourself down, others will too. So always build yourself up. That's how it's done personally. Next one is number two. When you practice cultivation of your higher virtues. Practice doing the right thing daily. This is what I put into effect in my life, manifesting goodness every day by doing right by people, giving self a service, helping out those who need help. When it don't hurt me, I'm going to help you. If I got to put myself in a position of hurt, harm, or danger, I'm not going to do that for nobody. Understand that. So you cultivate your higher virtues by doing the right thing. You give a selfless service to purify your mind, good positive thinking, and intellect from subtle impurities. Study, read, get knowledge, understand information, and use it to your benefit. Why get something and don't use it? It's like gathering a bunch of money and don't spend it. What's the purpose? If you got knowledge, you should use it. When you got knowledge of self, you should just live it. That's right thinking. That's right living. If you're learning something that you should do for life, you should practice it in your daily life. Everything I give is life lessons that you can implement in your life. As soon as you get it, implement it and see if it works. Simple. This is when a lot of people fall short. A lot of fakers and perpetrators. Devotion to the divine, aka God. A lot of us taught that God, but they're not devoted to him. I'm devoted to doing what I do for him. That's why I do what I do for you every day. That's me showing him my devotion. Simple. Put it into action. Yapping about it means nothing. Put it to action. Prove it. Manifest it. Next one is the last one, and my favorite, meditation. The Christian Bible don't preach meditation. Just one of the things that they fall a little short on. I feel big about meditation. Why? Because I say it's communion with your higher self, which is God. When we go into prayer, we're doing the talking. We're communing, but we're doing the communion. We're talking. You should be listening. I got some lesson in here for that voice. That voice talked to me years ago. I couldn't hear nothing. Why? It was too low. I wasn't paying attention to that voice. It told me, don't make that deal. The deal that got me my time in prison. That inner voice told me, don't do it. The ego said, shut up. Let's go. So trust me. Pay attention to that inner voice. Meditation does that. See oneself as what? Being one with my That's how I look at it. I keep balancing my life. I'm God conscious. I don't do nothing without spiritually thinking, is it good? Is it right? And should I do this? That's just being God conscious, okay? I'm focused on everything I do purposely. When you see yourself as one with Maya, that means you're united with what? The cosmic order, which is the transcendental supreme self, aka God. If you're not God conscious, if you're not understanding how to deal with God or bring God into your world, you're going to have fetid-filled life, aka drama, constant nonsense that you brought on yourself. So get the knowledge, then use it and watch how it works. Oh, it's magic. No, it ain't. It's just what you should be doing. Okay, right quick. Ancient Egyptian proverb for the action path. They said there's two roads traveled by mankind. Those who seek to live Maya, which is all us right thinkers. And then you got those who seek to what? Satisfy their animal passions, self, carnal virtues. They want pleasure. They want to feel. They want all that physical. The five senses will steer you wrong every time. The physical body, what you gave the world is all BS. But if you think this is it, then you caught up in the BS of belief system. All right, let me wrap this up right quick. And they tell you, no one reaches the beneficent West heaven, aka, unless what? Their heart is righteous. How you get a righteous heart? By living Maya. There is no distinction made between, watch this, the inferior, that's the ones with the education, or without the education, and the superior person, one with the education, think they're better. They, like the people who with education, I'm Dr. So-and-so. So every time he deal with anybody who's not a doctor, he's condescendingly dealing with you, meaning he think less of you. That's insulting. But there's no distinction between the two. So your little knowledge don't mean nothing at Judgment Day. Your position, your station means nothing. So slinging around like this, dispenser, means nothing to nobody but you. Now, it only matters, watch this, that the one is found what? Faultless. When the balance is the two ways stand before the Lord of eternity, No one is free from the reckoning. Tahuti, as the baboon, holds what? The balance to count each one according to what they have done upon earth. So he keeps the record. He's the record keeper. He's the scribe. He's your memory. He's always doing what his job is, to record, to just pay attention. So at the end, when you, well, no, here it is right here. I got it. I got it right here. That's the concept. So if you have knowledge of self and understand how this thing is working, you'll play along according to the game. Watch this, wrapping it up with this. Mayat is what? Great, and its effectiveness lasting. It has not been disturbed since the time of Asar. There is punishment. Watch this. It's been this way since forever. There's punishment for those who pass over its laws, but this is unfamiliar to what? The covetous ones, the evil ones, the egoistic ones, okay? Why? Because in the end is nigh, Mayat lasts forever. When you haven't done the things you need to do, live Mayat, when judgment day comes, you scared to death. Why? Because you ain't covered. You didn't do nothing to take care of that. So you had to pay the price. So moving on, let's get in. I got a few more minutes. Let me get this first paragraph in of Yoga of Action. It just tells you again, speak Mayat. Do Maya, live Maya. That's balance in your life. That's what they tell you. Keep the balance. Don't too much this way or too much that way. Too much good ain't good either. Okay, understand that. Oh, I want nothing. I want pure. I want no. You trust me. Balance is always good. So let's go. Yoga of action. It implies what? Acting according to the teachings of mystical wisdom, aka Maya, or right there, the philosophy, through your what? Normal win, day-to-day activities. Everything I teach is to be implemented in your daily life, not pick and choose. Solid bar right there, because that lesson for y'all. But yeah, you don't get to pick. You do what is supposed to be done. It keeps what? The mind occupied with what? Thoughts which are uplifting to the mind. Never depress yourself. Never let outside sources take you down. Don't fall for the okie doke. When people say, I'm not going to amount to nothing, do you give a crap what people say? That's the problem. If you got rabbit ears, pay attention and hearing everything that's been said, you're going to have problems. The Buddha, right quick. The Buddha have no ears. Why? He don't want to hear nothing. Simple. I'm gonna go to that. I'm gonna take that method. But watch this. When you uplift in your own mind, it is especially useful what? For claiming the externalized restlessness mindset and redirecting thought patterns away from what? Dwelling on mental complexes, aka worries, stress. Black men, our biggest problem is we doing wrong, so we stressed out when it's gonna come back. That side chick, when she gonna pop up? That's your biggest bugaboo for all my young brothers. If you eliminate the side chick, you eliminate a whole lot of complexities in your life. Why? Worries. You don't have that problem. I don't. In order to watch this, allow your mind time to integrate with its higher desires to overcome the difficulties through personality integration, meaning your everyday life. If you putting drama, causing drama to yourself, it's going to permeate. It ain't going to stop. It's going to get worse. Mental complexity, here we go, will what? Only intensify rather than resolve it dwelled upon constantly. If you constantly worrying about that thing that's over there, the side chick, you have no peace of mind, you got no rest, and you're constantly agitated. Your brain will never get no rest. So you always tired. Why? Because mentally you never stop worrying. That's why. I don't have no gray hairs. Why? No worry gray. This is our wisdom gray. Okay. Mental complexity. Okay, we did that. Now, many people, watch this, have learned through what? Experience. And none of us, that's the best teacher. Sometimes you might want to use somebody else's experience to learn things that you might not want to go through personally. So that's when there is what? A difficult problem, which will what? Still be there the following day. Gotta calm myself down. This is teaching. Because if you don't take care of the problem today, it's gonna be there tomorrow. That same issue that was there today, it's gonna be there tomorrow. Understand that. It is better to what? Sleep on things. Sleep on it, they tell you. And I used that the first lesson before I did my first show. I talked to my sister. sister-in-law, and she's real spiritual. And she said, "Brother Wright, sleep on it. Let go and let God." I'm like, "No, but I got to get this lesson. I got to put this stuff together. I got to make sure I got everything on." She said, "Brother Wright, let go and let God." I did. It worked. So now when I give advice, I'm giving that advice from my experience, not from what she told me, not from what she said. No, from my own experience. So that's what I teach from my experience. That's what makes my thinking what mine. Why? I'm giving you my experiences, my lessons. Yeah, but most of them are based on my experience. Okay. When the clouds of egoism, here we go, are no longer there. Once you conquer, once you clear out your nonsensical thought process and the way you live it egoistically, and such as doing deep sleep or an advanced practitioner of yoga, that means a teacher who's going to help you work through these things. And the rays of what? The rays of self can now shine through and illuminate one consciousness with what? Hotep, aka Supreme Peace. Fellas, sisters, if you're doing something on the low, you're doing something that's not right, you're going to worry about that. It's going to wear you on you. So why put yourself through that? Because that's what self-torture. Again, ego set is a man with a hatchet to his head. Men, women, when you decide to stray, you putting that hatchet right into your head. It's never a good thing. Understand that. I used to be a bad guy. I'd advocate for bad. Now, I'm a good guy, so I gotta advocate for good. I flipped. Yeah, I ain't on that side no more. No, my man. I'm on this side of the tracks now. So I made the change. I ain't got a problem with that. Again, watch this. It must be emphasized that your experience of peace is not an all or nothing experience. You earn it. It occurs, watch this, it occurs in degrees. Okay? You may still find yourself feeling entrapped and agitated, but now, in addition to these ego based feelings, you have an increased sensitivity to what? The voice of wisdom that's what's inside you. Here you go. Once you get the voice talking, once you focus or stop and still yourself and know that God is doing what he do, that's when you meditation works for you. Why? Because now you're getting downloaded information from the pineal glands. Next lesson coming up too, your third eye concept. But that's what it's all about. Transmission. That pineal gland is the God transmitter. This is, watch this, the voice. Here you go. The voice. My mother told me, I'm glad you listened. So she understands the voice. If nothing else, she got that right. So I get it. And that voice, which what? Repeats a heka mantra. Heka is words of power. That voice gives you power if you pay attention. Everybody has a mantra or prayers and reflect on what? The nature of your true essence. When the ego wants to tie the mind up with what? Worry and imagination and desire, a bunch of nonsense, you may hear this voice repeating, I am fearless. I have all the resources within me to withstand and rise above any situation. Even this seemingly impossible situation is in line with what? My attaining spiritual enlightenment. And it too, like the clouds in the sky, blocking the rays of the sun, will pass away. When you conquer your ego, things seem to just open up for you. Yeah, because you clouded your mind with a bunch of nonsense. It's a beautiful thing. Let me get this up. I got a few more minutes to go. Now, in the beginning stages of practicing yoga, when you are not attuned to listen to that spiritual voice, so trust me, it takes practice. But you may not experience much peace during that time. Why? Because you ain't paying attention. You're doing you. However, watch this. As you choose to what? Listen to that voice more and more and indulge in what? Daily prayer, which I do, and you use heka, words of power, and the other spiritual disciplines of yoga or right thinking more than security and excuse me, whoa. You have other disciplines of yoga, and more than you indulge yourself into what? The more you indulge yourself into egoistic practices, you will notice within yourself a river of what? Peace, faith, security, and devotion, which will eventually overflow and wash away what? All ego based emotions from your personality. This is the victory of Haru over Set within your personality. I told you the holy war: good, evil, evil, good, higher, lower, lower, bad. So understand that. Aspire to do better. That's what they call you aspirants, because you aspire to do better. You want more for yourself. There's more. So this is going to be a part 2. I'm done. I'll be back with more. Thank you.